Good morning, everybody. My allergies are messing with me this morning. I woke up late. Ron was almost late. He was up and didn't even wake me up. Talking about he thought I was up. I'm like, Ron, if you was already up, usually he come and check to see if I'm woke. And he didn't. And literally I had to hurry up, get dressed, go drop him off at the bus stop, and go back home and finish getting ready for work. So now I'm headed to work. And I still have to stop at the Thorntons to get my ice. Because y'all know I gotta have my ice. She ran her butt off. I saw her. Everybody's out. Walking around, doing their exercises, getting their morning ritual workout done. And I'm headed to work. And I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I went to sleep pretty... No, I take that back. I didn't. I was going to say I went to sleep pretty early last night, but no, I didn't. I was so wrapped up with my business stuff and getting stuff done on my laptop. By the time I looked at the clock, the time, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, and then I was still washing. I was washing clothes, and then I still couldn't go to sleep. So, and then next thing I know, when I was falling off to sleep, I heard the birds chirping. So that explains it. I got to get my van going today. Get someone to help me change the tire, and I don't have a spare tire. Isn't that crazy? This is the longest light ever. I hate going this way because the light takes forever. My eyes are itchy and watery. I cannot stand when it gets to this time of the year, and the pollen and the hay fever and all that stuff, and the allergies, just crazy. Stop riding their bikes. There we go. There we go. There we go. Amy rode her bike yesterday. She was out kicking it with her friends, hanging out. And kids will be kids. She stops off at the restaurant on her way back home. And then she calls me to ask me, Mom, can I order food at the house and then I give you the money when I get there? And I said, wait a minute, it looks like you're already at a restaurant. She said, I am. I'm just getting me a drink. Won't move up, so I turn in the gas tank. That's the only I don't like. I hate when they block the driveways and stuff where you can't get in. Especially when you just gotta go in for like a hot second. Alright, guys. Stay put. I got some change. Three, 4, 5, even though they're going up on my ice. So I heard $1 just in case. Just in case. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. You ready to go to work with the crew? Because it is time. It is time. Alright. I usually have my music thumping right now. I figured we'd just have a little morning, a quiet morning on the way to work chit chat. So how many of you, those of you that still have school age children, you know, whether your kids are in high school or, you know, grammar school, junior high, or even if they're in college, how many of you guys are ready for back to school? Because I'm not. I'm not ready at all. I just told the twins and Angel and them I had this week we're going and get their stuff, you know, get their school supplies and everything. I just told them this week. So as Farron told me they start back to school their first day. I got fingerprints all in my shades. They still on strike, y'all. Still on strike. I'll be glad when that's over with. I told him, this is killing me, that we're gonna go and get our stuff. Cause I don't want to be the last minute, and usually I'm the last minute because of work and because of doing so much other stuff. I'm rushing in there with the crowd and everybody else, so I don't want to have to do that this time. So I told them, the good thing is I don't have to get them shoes. I think they all have like 2 pair of new shoes. I may have to get Angel another pair, I'm thinking. But the twins, them, I don't think I have to get them. I know I don't have to get Ron any shoes. And Farron shoes are so expensive, so I may have to get him another pair. But I just want to get it out the way. I want to get whatever they school supply, school clothes, shoes. I don't think they put the winter coats and stuff out yet because they're gonna need boots, and just the whole you dig. Yep, with the auto places. Haven't heard anything about that. I mean, something just went down the wrong way. That the auto places is on strike, or is it just here in Illinois? Because I'm thinking that it has to be like all over. But I haven't heard anything about it. My notary, I could just probably, and even it didn't hit me. No, I walked out the door, and I didn't even, and went back to the house, and I should have had taken my allergy meds, and I didn't, because I didn't even realize that it was gonna be like this. So now I'm gonna be rubbing my eyes, wiping my eyes. I'm gonna be doing this all day while at work. Could probably on my lunch break go run and grab something from the Walgreens or something like that. So I got some good news for, well, it's for everybody. It's just literally for those that are like going through a crisis and that's going through something. So I told you guys that I've been like literally focusing. There's been literally 3 things that I've been focused on and trying to take, handle. The first and foremost is Angel and the twins. I always try to make sure I got their needs and their wants and everything together first. I always have to make, because if they're good, I'm good. So that's a given. And the second 2 things are my nonprofit. I'm working very, 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 very hard on that, and my new for-profit business, my new business transport thing that I got going on. And so I have a couple of people that really like what it is that I'm doing, and they offered to contribute. They offered to contribute. They offered to help. And so what we're going to do and what we're trying to do right now is those that, because we're not like the big, huge, nonprofits, those big, huge ones that's breaking in, where they can, pay rents and just a whole bunch of stuff. But what we want to do is to try to help those that are, if you are a month, no more than 2 months behind in your rent, and you're on that eviction thing, because we just heard that the moratorium, they trying to extend it for 60 days. I just heard that they trying to extend it for another 60 days. But regardless of what, even if, and I heard that they said it's supposed to only be in those areas where COVID. So if it's a high COVID area and those folks have evictions in that area, they will get it extended. So what me and my people are trying to do is help people that are really not that far behind. If you're no more than 2 months behind in your rent, or if your lights are currently off, if your gas is off, because there's a lot of people whose lights and gas are off now, and their lights and gas will not be turned back on until I think it's November, because it's when the or it could be October, depending on the weather, because if one gets below a certain degrees, they have to cut the utilities back on. And there are people out here with babies, with babies, and then not to mention you got the elderly, and you have those that have disabilities and things like that. So we're going to try to help. We were saying, could we do 200 families, which is, that's our goal, to try to help 200 families that are going through whatever crisis. And we will help to get their lights back on, gas back on, their water back on, whatever utility is off. We're going to help get those on, and we're going to stop the eviction. So the thing about, that is when you're a month behind, 2 months behind, or whatever, you got to pay all these fees. Once they send you to court or get ready to send you to eviction court, you have to cover the attorney fees and court fees and all of that, as well. So, we're saying at the most, no more than 2 months rent, and to try to get the evictions, and so those families don't have to move. We got it. Look, if it's 2 families can help, that's better than nothing. 2 is better than nothing. I have not posted my website or anything on. Is it on? No, it's not on my Instagram. It is ever on my Facebook. So some of you guys that are on my Facebook, it's on there, and I just got the site greenlit. I still have to tweak it some more, so I have to go in and I want to do a video and upload the video about that, about what we're gonna do, and I have to put the dates and stuff in of when it's gonna start and when it's gonna end, and how many families it is that we're gonna help and everything. But the good news is I got some folks that are really caring, really loving. You know who you are. It's not anybody from YouTube. You know what? I don't mind. It's just that these folks from YouTube, they are on the mesh train. I can't do the mesh train. I take my job very seriously when I go out and I help people, and I do my nonprofit stuff. Like I said, I've been homeless. I've been there. I've seen how these charities and different agencies work and split up families and stuff like that. So I think the best person, it can't be a better person to do this than me. And so I'm just glad now I got awesome people, great people on board with me that understand and also want to help families too. So we're going to, and it doesn't matter like where you live or anything like that. I don't like that cap. I remember when going through some of the areas or places to get help, and they would say, okay, where do you live? And they'll say, well, you're out of the jurisdiction, and you could live up the block or something, and even though you might be out of the jurisdiction, that might be closer to you than where they want to send you for your area. So I just think that if you're a mom, especially mom with little kids and stuff like that, and you really don't have the time, nor the patience, nor the transportation, why should you have to drive all over town? If you walked into my office and you came into my office and you need help, we gonna help you. We're not gonna go send you somewhere else. And then the other thing I don't like about other nonprofits and all of this stuff, they want your whole freaking life. Like, they want your whole freaking, I could see asking what your income is, because you want to make sure that they're going to be able to pay it and not be in this situation a month or so later. So I can get that. But with everything that they be digging deep, you got to bring birth certificates and social security cards for everybody in the house. My nonprofit and how we're doing it, I only want the head of the household. The head of the household, you want their information, because they're the ones that's got to sign the paperwork, and they're the one that's got to do everything. If you have children, and others in the household that is going to need, help, then that's fine. But sometimes you can't put your third child on the lease. You can't put your fourth child on the lease. You can put your husbands or boyfriends on the lease, on that paperwork. So I understand, as long as the head of the household have all of their stuff together, they can show proof, like, the utility bill that shows the amount and that it's been cut off and all. That's all we need. I don't know why these places make it so difficult. And then when you don't have it, they're like, oh, well, come back and this and that. Now I've been in that situation before. And you missing one thing, or you got one thing, or if you're someone like me and you've got a lot of children, and two of the children you might have not been able to find their birth certificates or social security cards, but you have everybody else's, they won't process it. I don't understand that. Why? So, yeah, we're not gonna put folks through all of this. Bring me the bill. If I tell you to bring me your most recent bill, show me proof that your light off. Show me proof that your gas is off. That's all I need. Cause you're paying it directly to the gas. It's not like you're giving that money to the individuals. You're paying it directly to the gas company or the light company or the water department or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna do that differently. So if you guys would like to help, and you would like the support, and you do, and even if you want to sponsor a family, we would love if somebody could sponsor a family. Email me mamadivaentertainment@gmail.com, or you can email me, if it's easier, angels overall, so that's ANGELS overall @yahoo.com. And that's the name of my nonprofit. And you can Google it and all that stuff, if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not asking YouTube or anybody for anything. I already got my committee of people that are helping with this. Like I said before, and I told folks months back that this was going to happen. This day was going to come where a lot of these families were just going to be thrown out on the street, and it's happening like right now. And I'm pretty sure some of you see it in your neighborhoods. You see it in your buildings. Where you are, you see it and you've heard it. Some of you people that's watching me right now, you are going to be one of the ones that's going to be on the street. So, like I said, it doesn't matter where you are, where you located, as long as you're able to prove the need. That's it. I don't give a damn if you're in California. I don't give them if you're in Kalamazoo. If you're able to prove the need, then we're gonna help you. So that means that you have to where you live and all of that stuff, like see a lease. We have to be able to speak with your landlord, and they have to be willing, a participant, to accept funds from Angels all on your behalf. And that's what you go places. The first thing they say is you have to, your landlord or who has to be willing to accept, because funds don't disperse. Way. We try to do to stop eviction immediately, and then our attendant will go and disperse the check into the account of the landlord, directly into the light company or the gas company, and all that. So I'm happy about that, helping people. I love helping people, supporting people. Yesterday I was at the desk looking up and coming in checks. Not everybody they forward